Welcome back to Slay the Princess. Um, we're trying right now to get the time stone to act right. We're locked in something, I don't know. But we're gonna try multiple different endings. Because now we know what we're expecting from last time. We know what we're expecting, and we have to find a way to break the loop.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the base, you're here to... Unfortunately, you're the only one who...
I'm the only one, blah blah blah. We've done this all before. Yeah, let's just go to the
make
cabin.
your way up the...
Actually, this time let's not take the blade.
The door to the basement creaks open. Her voice
Hello? Is someone there?
is hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life.
Did her voice change?
Don't let it fool you. How many times do I have to tell you how
Wait, really? You're here to rescue me? I was starting to think I'd be stuck down here forever. Come downstairs. I want to see the face of my rescuer.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone? I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. I can't believe you're here. I've been waiting for something like this to happen forever. I hope you brought something to deal with these chains.
Don't do it. If she gets out of those chains, we're all one step closer to the end.
Okay.
Fuck, I didn't mean to press that.
Oh.
Yeah, what's your name?
She pauses, carefully formulating her words before she responds.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness. Or you can just call me Princess if Your Royal Highness is too formal.
Alright.
Is Princess her name or her title? What if it's both? Could you imagine being named Princess Princess?
Huh. Okay, I think we can work with this. We just need to figure out the timeline in which we can work this out. Because I don't think we have to kill her. I don't know anything about you. No, that's not the one we want to go. Let's try and see what happens if we can get on her good side. Because the last two times I died, she killed me. So, let's see if we can try and get on her good side.
You're only making this more difficult.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're making a huge mistake.
Yeah, but the timeline keeps on resetting each time I die. So every death I have has really no consequence.
No, you're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
Maybe there's some way to break the chains? Or if that doesn't work, I guess we can always cut me out of them.
She offers the suggestion with almost complete nonchalance. If we were stuck down here long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out if it meant we could finally be free. You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place. Is someone else here? You try the door, but it's locked from the outside. You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
Yeah, we're locked down here. I don't know what to do, princess. Because I got this magical amulet, and it's just like, what do I do? How do I break this out?
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely
Oh God!
raising her arm to her mouth. Her
What the
teeth
fuck?
through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf. As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you. The clang of bouncing metal.
Wait. Clanging metal behind me?
It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now. Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that.
I like how the only option is save the princess.
Fine. Against your better judgment,
Ah.
blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain binding her to this place.
Could you not look me in the eyes while you just tried to gnaw your wrist off?
You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm. Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit. She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal. No, she didn't. She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground. How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. As the princess...
Not this time, not this
your
ending
body
again.
steps forward and Wait, this isn't fair. You watch me.
What are you doing?
Slay, 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 slay. Warn her. Slay, slay, slay. Slay, 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 slay. Okay, my only options are slay, 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 warn, slay, slay, slay. Fuck.
Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart. But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect. Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
Alright, slay, 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 resist, slay, 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 resist.
The blade. Move the blade. As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious step forward.
We both know this isn't you.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands.
I mean, yeah, look.
What are you doing?
I mean, yeah, look at those things. My hand is chopped.
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
Oh, come on. She kills me in this one, too.
She plunges it into your chest, tearing through flesh and sinew. It is agony. But you aren't dead.
Oh no! I'm so sorry.
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake. For her sake? Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone. Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again, and you feel every inch of burning pain that slices its way into your body.
I'm sorry.
Oh, God.
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does she? Apparently not, though it doesn't matter how sloppy her blade work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before you bleed out.
I'm so sorry.
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks. It can't just end like this, right? Oh, that's rich coming from you. As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice. It's over. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Fucking A, man.
You're on a path in the woods. You're here to slay her. If you don't...
Okay, let's think. Every time I go up to that cabin, it always just ends the same way. I'm going to kill her this time.
A warning. Before you go, she will lie, she will cheat. If only you knew what you did to us, you villain.
Who the fuck are you?
Excuse me? Forget he said anything. But he is a villain. He made our beloved brutally take our life last time. He's trying to keep us apart, but he won't be able to withstand the power of our love.
What the fuck?
Last time? What are you talking about? I think he just likes to hear the sound of his own voice. Let's try to ignore him. I do, but I also speak from the heart. My passions are too great to be stifled. They must be expressed. Sure, yeah, your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them. Some things are better kept quiet. Don't pay their bickering any mind. Focus on the task ahead.
There's gotta be a way I can break this loop.
The interior of the cabin is clean and elegant, its stone walls draped in fine-threaded tapestries, a prison befitting a royal prisoner. The blade is your implement. That's because there isn't a mirror. There's a table, the blade sitting on the table, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here. There's definitely a mirror. There isn't. I'm sure the princess would tell us there was a mirror if she were up here. In which case she'd be lying to you because, again, there isn't a mirror. You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. This really isn't funny. You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you... It was there a second ago. And now it's gone. Pity. We could have a feather out of place, and now we'll never know. We can't gallantly sweep her off her feet if we have a feather out of place. The door to the basement creaks open.
The timeline
revealing a
is...
crooked stairwell.
What's wrong here?
Gold-trimmed carpet glimmers in the light of the torches positioned along the walls. But it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. A soft voice carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Her voice. It's somehow even more beautiful than last time. I think we're in love.
Look, Chief!
Okay, I'm with you that we should be doing whatever we can to save her, but saying we're in love is a bit much, don't you think? We don't even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this fawning. Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just remember that her charms are all part of the manipulation.
Oh no, man, I don't trust the
Walk
narrator.
down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess.
Huh.
There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall. My love, we're here to rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment. You know she can't hear you, right? She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my spirit. Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
Wait a minute, you remember me?
Did you hear that? She said we're dashing.
No, I don't care if she thinks we're attractive. How the hell do you remember me? Normally, I'm the one that remembers and you don't believe me, which means the timeline is... what the hell is going on?
And she called us a hero.
No,
Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it?
something's not right.
Waiting for you to come back. You've been here before, haven't you? That's right, villain. And you killed us. Well, she killed us. Only because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by cruelty. And you've died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done is done. What matters is you have a chance to do it right this time. We damned a whole world, but everything reset. Nothing resets, you're just somewhere else. You can't keep hopping between worlds forever, especially not without leaving a trail of incomprehensible devastation behind you. This is horrible.
Shit, he's right. What if it isn't time travel? What if every time she kills me and escapes, the world is destroyed, and I just get sent to another world? I've killed 4 worlds if that logic is real.
You died, and now we're talking.
Wait, so you know you killed me, and we're still chatting? Oh, good lord.
If another version of me was pushed to such drastic action, it was for good reason.
That's okay. You were just doing your best, and that's all that matters.
Hold on, something's not right. She's too cheery.
She took that in stride, to a surprising extent. An almost unsettling extent, actually.
Exactly.
That's because she's perfect.
Shut up, horny voice! God!
Do you think she has someone like him telling her what to do? She doesn't. There's no one else like me. I think he's right, because I like it better if she doesn't have some horrid little voice like him, always trying to drive her to violence.
I don't know. Was I supposed to have ended the world? Would that have made you happy?
No.
Isn't that just like our darling princess? She wants to make us happy. My heart melts further with every word that passes through her beautiful lips.
Shut up, okay? I need you to actually shut up. You are getting in my head a little bit too much.
Are you listening to her? That's a confession.
Then I didn't end the world.
See? She didn't confess anything. She is innocence itself.
No, she's just agreeing with me.
Not so sure.
I'm okay with whatever you come up with. You can cut my arm off again.
I prefer not to.
We won't be laying a finger on her perfect wrists, and indeed, we won't even have to. Do you see how dainty her hands are? We'll be able to slip her right out with no harm done. What? No, she's a prisoner here. You can't just slip her hand through the chains. Why are you two arguing over the logistics of slipping her hand out of her shackles? She just said she'd be okay with any idea we came up with. Am I the only one here who thinks that's weird? She didn't care last time. Why should she care this time? That's our stoic, smiling angel. No, you're right. It's extremely bizarre behavior and further evidence that she's a monster who's not to be trusted. So go ahead and slay her.
I'm sorry. Didn't you want me to?
Did we? We warned her of the cruel forces seizing our body. That's practically telling her to kill us. She is our beloved, and she made the choice to free us of our misery, to show us mercy and make the best decision for everyone. She made the best decision for her. Don't be so quick to assign kindness. You're just opening yourself up to manipulation. No, I can't let you do that. If you take another step towards the princess, I'll... You'll what? Take over our body and force us to try and kill her? I would if you had a weapon. Not on my watch, villain. My passions contain titanic depths, and if you try anything that might harm our dearest, I will end our life without a second thought.
Hold on, wait a minute. You speak for yourself. Don't speak for me.
You wouldn't. I would. I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings. And doesn't the world end if we don't stop her? You approach the princess and gingerly slide her hand from her bindings. That shouldn't have worked. I'll be damned. We're doomed. I can't believe it. But I guess I have to. I told you. There's no life more worth living than that of a true believer.
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
The princess jumps up and smothers you in a joyful embrace. Ugh. If only you had a weapon, one slip of the wrist and your pristine blade would be buried in her back and everyone out there would be saved. Luckily for Mr. Romance, we don't have a weapon. Who needs a weapon when we have the power of love on our side?
What do we do now?
Let me guess. End the world? Spoken with the rank cynicism of someone who has never felt love in his heart.
I don't actually know. Nobody's ever asked me what I wanted before.
She doesn't even know what she wants. You may have had her all wrong. What if this whole thing is just a misunderstanding? What if she doesn't want to end the world? You're so gullible. Is the only thing you've ever doubted the actual truth?
I'm not gullible. I just don't see a reason to kill her. I can't kill her. Not without solid proof that she's done anything. By all means, if I have solid evidence that she has committed the crimes that you accuse her of, would it be easier for me to do it? Yes. But at the same time, every time she's killed me, it's been at the times of you taking over my body just to kill her. She's never once acted out of maliciousness towards me without me provoking it. And has the world ended technically once? Yes! But there has to be another way to end this.
I think I want to leave. And I think...
The princess closes her eyes in deep reflection, and then she shrugs.
Oh no.
I don't know. What do you want to do?
Oh, thank God. I thought she was gonna eat my ass. Imagine she just shrugs and then just claws my heart out and says, fuck you.
I just want to make you happy.
She can't just want to make us happy. It makes sense to me. That's all I want for her, so of course she'd want the same for us.
You guys hear that, right? The tone of music, it shifted. It's like a more menacing, like it's trying to hide something. I don't think she should leave this place. The music is telling me something's wrong. This is gonna be a problem. Something's telling me something's not right. The music is shifting. It's like every decision I go over, it's telling me, hey, it's the wrong answer.
I just want to make you happy.
Is it me or are her eyes getting bigger?
Is she broken? What's going on?
I knew the music wasn't.
What's going on? Is she lying? I mean, she isn't lying.
Timeline. Fuck, which one do I choose? Do you want to end the world? I feel like I should ask her that.
That sounds perfect.
Oh, phew. She's back to normal. Normal? What are you talking about? Our angel has always been like this.
No.
The princess takes your hand. The last hopes of the entire world slipping through your fingers as they intertwine with. We have each other. We don't need the world for our happy ending.
Wait.
I like to think that you do, actually. Look, I have my doubts, but the choice has been made and this is happening. You don't have to mope about it. I will mope about it, because moping is the only recourse you love-blind fools have left me with. You and the princess walk up the stairs hand in hand. Ugh, look at the way she's smiling at you. She doesn't have to be so happy about this. And what happens after we walk up the stairs? Let's see. Oh, isn't that interesting? The door slams in your face and the lock clicks. That's a familiar move. Did I do that last time? Then you should know that you won't be able to leave.
Oh no! Did someone lock us in here? That's not fair. We're supposed to leave now.
She's right. It isn't fair. But the unfairnesses of the world are no match for the strength of true love. Enough with this true love nonsense. You just met her. Of course you wouldn't understand. Our passions run deeper than anything you have ever known. Are you listening to this? You don't have to go along with the every whim of that delusional voice. I'm just along for the ride at this point.
Okay, yeah, let's do it.
Like a pair of teenagers in love, you and the princess place your hands on the door together. And the lock clicks and the door creaks open. Are you kidding me? I told you our love was insurmountable. You and the princess make your way upstairs and the blade. That's right, there's still a chance for you to do the right thing. Take the blade from the table and slay her before it's too late. You're enjoying this, aren't you? You're taking every opportunity you can to draw out the end of the world and make me suffer. I hate you. You know, if her walking out that door is really gonna end the world, can't we all just stay here? Seems like an easy win for everyone. That's not how this works.
Why not?
Yes, what he said. That's not how this works. Obviously, we have to leave with her. It's our happy ending.
Wait.
That's the way out. We're going to leave together, just like you wanted.
Yes, I suppose you are going to do that, aren't you? You cross the room, opening the door to the cabin, and then you step outside. Our happy ending at last.
We did it. What should we do now?
Where did everything go? Where did he go? Oh, is he gone? I hadn't noticed. I was too busy staring deep into our beloved's eyes.
I'm cold. Is being happy supposed to be so cold?
She's cold. Quick, our feathers. Pluck them all and weave her a coat worthy of a princess.
Oh, God, not again!
She's gone. Where is that a mirror? But it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything. Yes. I fear that we won't like what we'll see.
Fuck it, might as well look in it.
I don't like...
The boat.
Flickering lights and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before. Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
You have to figure out how to fix this. The timeline has to be fixed some way. Killing her can't be the only option. But if the slate is going to be wiped clean, I might as well see what killing her will do.
Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring them. My joy is in seeing what you choose. There are no wrong answers, and every perspective illuminates my shadows and shares new secrets. The vessels are shaped by memories of you, but their impulses are drawn to the edge of the long quiet. To them, you are a gate to something more, and any hurt you've caused them is understood as a fair price for freedom. But they are only thoughts and perspectives. They are not me. The wounds they've suffered carve texture around my heart. Without them, I would be as I was before. I would be alone and without sensation. I could not feel the joy of having you by my side, for I would not know your absence. Is a child the same as an infant? I am an unbroken pattern, but every vessel gives fresh perspectives and carves new avenues of expression. I am different, but I am the same. I'm sorry. Words are difficult for me. They never fully leave what I wish to say. If you do not like my answers, then you need not ask me questions. The vessels you choose to bring me carry far more meaning than anything words could say in the spaces between. Why wouldn't I be kind to you? You are the only thing I know that isn't me.
I don't know what to do. Because it's like, if the timeline breaks, then what? Let's see. I've tried saving her. I've tried freeing her. I've even tried to see if maybe, I guess, romancing her will save a different point in time. Then that means that,
I will long for your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
Okay. Maybe if I kill her this
On
time.
the path in the woods, and you're here to slay. You make your way up the a warning. The interior of the blade. You take the blade from the door to the basement creaks open. Her voice.
Who's there?
See, now she's got that malicious voice now.
She sounds dangerous. Don't let it fool. Good. You're still listening to reason.
Let's see what happens if I actually do listen to the narrator.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me? I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
Tough. Sorry. I've exhausted all of the resources.
You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation. You feel flesh easily give way and look down to see your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
Oh. This is it, isn't it? I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder, do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
What now?
She's convinced she can't die. Yes, even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and well. But it's over, isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago, that arrogant look still plastered on her face. But is it over? It's over. You could check her sleeves if you want, but I can assure you that there's nothing hidden up there. We should make sure. I really don't think... And why shouldn't we? Is there something you're not telling us? I've told you everything that's happened with complete accuracy. The princess is dead. Your blade pierced her heart. There's no coming back from that.
Great. So, I should be able to check for her pulse then without any issue.
You lean down and place your hand against her neck, holding your breath as you search for a pulse, even though you know you're not going to find one. We definitely won't if you keep talking. I'm sorry, do you want her to be alive? You just saved the entire world from annihilation. Why are you suddenly trying to call that into question?
The fuck?
Wait, what was that? You know what that was. That was the sound of a heartbeat, followed by another.
I guess I won't be dying alone after all.
Ah, shit.
Something sharp digs into your side, the shock of it sending your nerves into a pained frenzy. Quick, let's get out of here.
Oh!
For that now. You collapse to the ground as the mortally wounded princess twists a blade of her own deeper between your ribs. As you fall, she falls with you, exhausted by the effort, the little life that was left in her eyes fading rapidly.
An eye for an eye. A life for a life. I guess we're even now. See you around.
You were so close. Why did you hesitate? It doesn't matter. At least you managed to take her with you, for whatever that's worth. Everything goes dark, and you die. You're on a path in the woods. You're here to...
Alright, let's see if we can try and break the timeline this time.
I can assure you that you didn't slay her, and that she didn't kill you. People don't just spring back to life after dying, and the two of us are meeting for the very first time.
I'm telling you, I stabbed her, she stabbed me, and she said, eye for an eye, bitch, and then we both died together.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
This whole thing's a crock of shit. She's just going to pull a knife out of nowhere and stab us again.
Stabbed to death? Well, you won't have to worry about that. The princess is unarmed.
Yeah, that's exactly what you told us last time. You said this whole thing would be easy, but after we sank our blade into her heart, she just got up and started stabbing us.
Calm down. I assure you she has no weapons, so there's no reason to fear her. You were made for this job. You'll do just fine.
No. No, we're not going to do this. I've died how many times? The world has died how many times? Maybe the best course of action to prevent the world from ending is to not fight at all.
You have already committed to my completion. You cannot go further astray.
Those are two very different questions, but fine, I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. You died last time, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me.
We mostly listened to you. How were we supposed to know she'd spring back to life?
If she sprung back to life in this hypothetical scenario, then clearly you didn't slay her.
Bitch, how you gonna tell me how I don't know how to kill someone?
But congratulations, you've been given a chance to actually do this right. And I believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences.
What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. We stabbed the princess stabbed us, and now everyone's right back to where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me.
Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely? Had you failed to slay the princess, what would have happened to everyone in the place you left?
Screw this. Who cares what happened to everyone else? She's not going to play fair, so we should do what we can to save ourselves and just get out of here.
At least you know not to trust her, but you do realize that everything and everyone includes you, right? If you turn around and leave, you're dooming yourself as well as everyone else.
We were so close to finishing the job last time. She can't get the jump on us twice. If we're careful, we should be fine.
That's the spirit. Just keep that stiff upper lip. You'll save the world in no time at all. Just be quick about it. Like I said, if she killed you, it was probably because you didn't listen to...
Oh, and don't get stabbed while you're at it.
People locked her in that basement, and I told you what this place is. It's a path in the woods. Don't overcomplicate things.
Wait a minute, if she's so dangerous, then how did people lock her away?
Look, I'm not supposed to say this, but it's because you're special. You're the only person capable of doing this. Call it a prophecy, if that helps. But it's just the way things are. Oh, I didn't know we were special. Of course you're special. Why else would you be here?
If anyone's special here, it's her. Last I checked, we can't get up from a knife in the chest.
I've told you everything you need to know. Going into more detail would just overcomplicate an other...
You didn't tell us about her knife last time, though.
That's because she's unarmed. And more than that, it's because there wasn't a last time. She just can. But she's still only a princess. You're fully up to the task you've been given, so long... Great, now...
Fine then. Since I'm stuck on this infinite loop then...
Before you go in, if she will lie...
He couldn't be more on the money. But we're really doing this, aren't we? I'd say you're lost, but I'm stuck here with you.
We know what to look out for this time. We know to just stay focused.
The interior
What the hell?
is a jagged mess of warped wood and broken boards. their splintered edges as uninviting as shattered glass. The only furniture of note is a pointed table with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. Very different. Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't died, and you certainly haven't been killed by the princess.
Oh no, I've been killed several times by her, and this is by far the scariest cabin we've had here.
So focus up. A lot's right. You take the blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
It feels a bit better to have a weapon in our hands. Let's make her hurt for what she's done to us.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing what must once have been stairs. The fractured slats look as if they've been torn from their source and violently jammed into the wall. The air seeping up from below has an almost metallic quality to it, like the smell of fresh blood. And you can hear what sounds like the rhythmic scraping of metal coming from down below. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
That's right, scraping. I told you she has something, I told you.
That sound could be anything. It's probably just her chains dragging across the floor. I am begging you to get out of your head. Her grating voice carries up the stairs.
I hope you've come to rescue me. I've been stuck down here forever.
Yeah, that shit is
There's
warped.
something so wrong with that voice.
Yeah, she thinks she's better than us, like she doesn't even have to put on an act this time.
As you descend
Wait a
the final
minute.
step, the form of the princess comes into view, her sharp eyes following you from across the room. I wonder if she remembers us.
Finally, somebody! Quick, get me out of these chains. We're not safe here.
Come on now, we're not falling for that, are we? She's trying to trick us, but she can't hide that threatening edge to her voice. She just wants us to get close, to let our guard down.
If she sounds threatening, it's because her mask is already slipping. She knows why you're here. You are armed, after all.
What are you waiting for? You are here to rescue me, right?
You know what? We're not even gonna try with the hero facade. I'm finna kill you. Ain't no way to put around this. 1. This place is cursed. I have been stuck in a time loop for the past 2 days, and it's only gotten scarier and scarier as this has gone on. Can I throw the knife?
That's funny. You're funny. I'm not dead, so I can't have died.
There you go again, talking up delusions about a past life experience that clearly didn't happen.
Shut up, narrator. I'm trying to think.
Ugh, it's like the two of you are working together on this. Aren't you listening to her? She's obviously lying through her teeth.
I'm terrible at spotting lies, and even I can tell something's up here. We can't be the only ones that looped back to the start. Someone else has to remember. Yes, something is obviously up, and we can all tell that she's lying. The thing she's lying about is how dangerous she is, not dimension hopping or time travel or whatever it is you think you're doing.
What? No! No! I wouldn't stab you. I am just a sweet, innocent princess trapped here for no reason. And you are a brave knight who's supposed to walk up to not stabbing distance to help me.
I have absolutely zero doubts that she is going to stab us if we get close to her.
She certainly feels.
Just because she's acting like she's going to stab you doesn't mean she has the means to actually do it.
Oh, she's gonna stab me.
But you know who is armed? You. So stop second-guessing yourself, but I'm nervous. All the more reason to jump into the deep end and deal with her right now before you waste any more time getting stuck in your head.
You know what? You're right. Fuck it.
The princess falls silent, her smile unwavering as you charge across. Okay, she hasn't pulled out a knife yet, and her hands are still behind her back. I think we can do this. I think we can win. We just have to strike now, but make sure you keep your eyes on those hands. I don't trust her for a second.
What the fuck?
But your face is broken by the horrible sound of metal slicing through meat.
How? How?
Whose meat? Not ours, right? Hers at first, then yours.
Hee.
How? What did she even hit us with? You stare down at
Oh!
and at the long, thin blade she impaled you with.
Oh god! How? How? God damn it! I knew I should have kept asking more questions.
And then the red, angry slit along the flesh of her thigh, where the blade had been nestled just a moment ago.
She put a...
Lodged in her leg, emerging from her knee, hinging up and out of her body like some extra metallic limb. Bullshit. Absolute bullshit.
You're going to die now.
With a twist of her knee and a painful squelch, she does just that. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Chapter 3? Wait, I've never made it to Chapter 3.
You're on a path in the woods. No, fuck that. If we're gonna have to keep doing this over and over and over again, we're not starting in that goddamn woods every time. We're starting in the fucking cabin. You're what? The interior of the cabin is sharp, a constricting mess of curved and battered sheet metal pushing you towards... Wait, excuse me? What just happened? What did you just do?
I feel dizzy.
Oh ho ho ho! I guess I took us to the cabin, didn't I? Isn't that interesting? Who holds the cards now?
The circle's getting smaller and smaller. Running isn't an option anymore. We have
Good. It's better that way. Without a fight, no one can win, and if no one can win, then nothing has any meaning.
Wait, where are all these voices coming from?
Great. So obviously you've already been here. How many times? This is our third? No wonder things have fallen apart. You do realize that every time you fail, she escapes, and an entire world is damned to destruction, right? That can't be right. That's too much responsibility. Nah, impossibly high stakes make the fight so much better. Let's just stay focused, shall we? The only furniture of note is a bent metal table, a pristine blade perched. We take it. Okay, sure, you take the blade before letting me finish telling you it's there. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
This feels right. We just have to keep our senses sharp.
That's right, we've got to be able to win eventually. We will win eventually. Hell, we might even win now. That's a fighting spirit I like to see. You could all learn a thing or two from this one. I'd love to get started just as much as you would, but how are we supposed to get down there? You walk through the door. You do know what doors are, right?
That's a mirror.
There isn't a door, there's just that mirror. There isn't a mirror. You really messed things up, didn't you? It's like you can't even see reality anymore.
I can feel the air coming up from behind it, stinking of iron and steel. He might be right. Could be a trick. If our other senses can't feel it, then we can't trust it.
If it's in our way, let's just break it and move on. You make your way to the door at the end of the room, stopping just in front of it. You really must think you're looking at a mirror. Well, it doesn't exist. Just reach forward and open it. Let's just fumble for the handle and be done with it. I don't care what we look like. I care about getting to the end of this mess. You reach forward and place your hand on the door to the basement. It creaks open. And the mirror's gone. How surprising.
It was never there. just an illusion.
Let's just get to the princess already. I didn't care about the mirror before, and I care about it even less now.
Guess it's time for us to see her again. Just stay focused and you'll be fine. You step forward, but you don't get a chance to linger on the basement stairs. They are smooth and flat and metallic, an unintentional and unfortunately slippery ramp that quickly sends you skittering to the bottom.
Your body tumbles on
Oh,
the
not
basement
this
floor,
again.
and the form of the princess comes into view, standing at a distance. She gives you a wry smile.
Hi. It looks like you don't have a way out, so I'm not going to play dumb anymore. But don't worry about how bad you did last time. That's part of the fun.
She's got another thing coming if she thinks we're going down easy again. Pride makes us dead. The only thing that matters is survival.
Actually, does survival matter? We've died twice and nothing bad has come of it. We just need to find a way to win once.
Nothing bad has come of it yet.
I don't trust him, man. This is like my 7th time dying to this chick, and each time, I've only found one where I get a somewhat happy ending. And even then, the world ends. What's the point of this? No matter what decisions I make, the world ends. I kill her, it ends. We run away together, we fall in love or whatever. It still ends. Nothing changes. What's the deciding variable in this?
Plenty bad has come of it. You've left at least one entire world to ruin. The people there mattered.
Yeah, let's not talk about the other 6.
The past isn't real. There's only here and now. Your entire suffering is cut short by the wet sound. Oh, hell no! From the princess's arms erupt twin blades, glistening with her blood, the empty flesh of her arms flopping at her elbows like torn sleeves. The chain clatters to the floor.
Oh no! Oh no! Shit! Fuck that! Oh no!
She's loose, and she is coming for you.
She coming for you, Negro. She ain't coming for me.
You're going to make me walk over to you, aren't you?
Oh God.
Shit. She's coming for us, and I'm out of ideas.
Okay. We got this. We gotta use Talk no Jutsu. Remember. We can't fight her. She's got those long-ass swords. Maybe if we play to her authority, maybe that'll work. Talk her down for a bit so I can get a second to think.
She isn't one to talk, and we shouldn't be either.
I agree. Talking is boring. That's not helpful. We already tried that one, didn't we?
You were the one who asked for ideas.
Fine. Talk our way out of this.
Yeah, Talk no Jutsu.
Oh, for the love of... The princess stops for a moment, mulling over your deranged proposition.
Nah, not interested. And don't take it the wrong way. I think you're neat, but I'm having way too much fun to stop.
Shit.
Ourselves. She's about to pounce.
Just get ready to fight.
But before you can finish another thought, the princess closes the distance and... Dodge now fails to hit you.
Haha, yes.
Oh, you're a fast one. That's fun. But I think I can get even faster.
Now, hit her back.
You dodge and parry and strike and are struck, her nicking your flesh and you nicking her skin to reveal shining metal below. But eventually you slip up. You lose the pattern, just for a moment. A blade flashes through the air, and she skewers you. Ow. Wow, she is absolutely uncompromising, isn't she? I know it seems weird, but if anything, this makes me want her to like us even more. Oh, a new one of us. I thought that only happens when we die. You're on a... No, you're in a...
Where the hell are you? I don't like that we died without us knowing it. This really, really blurs some lines that I prefer not to be blurred. Are we still dead? Are we alive again? How are we even supposed to know the difference?
Stop saying dead, all of you. We might have died a second ago, but right now we're extremely not dead. This is all horribly wrong. How many times have you been here?
This is 4.
No wonder everything's such a mess. This wasn't supposed to go past 1.
I wonder what you're going to do next. You're so full of ideas, and I love that.
But I guess we don't have time to talk about things before the princess advances. Okay, whatever we do gets us another us. Let's see how many we can stack. There's got to be a point where it makes us better than her. We don't need any other voices chattering about in here. It'll just confuse us. All we need is to keep fighting. Yeah, I'll pass on that.
As long as we keep moving.
Flawless idea, if you ask me. Such a go-getter attitude.
Come on, show me something new.
Alright. Fuck! What do I do here? Alright. We're going to fight her again. She's going to have to stiff up her lips. Fight. Okay, so you forgot fight. We're going to surrender. Flirting. Alright, well, if my only option is to fight or surrender, then I guess I have to go down swinging.
She's going to kill this body either way. So stop feeling what it feels.
She skewers you.
Ooh, not bad. Real tough.
Well, there's more of us. Let's see if that helps.
No, this isn't right.
Skewer yourself.
I thought we both understood that dying doesn't get you anywhere.
Huh, that didn't do much of anything. We're tougher than I thought.
What's the point? It's all the same.
She skewers you.
Oh, don't give up on me just yet. You gotta keep going.
It doesn't matter how many times this takes, we can't give up.
Okay, let's go again.
Compliment her on those gleaming blades. There's nothing better than a capable woman.
She skewers you.
You're cute.
See? We're getting better.
Okay, yeah. That was a good one.
Just panic. Flee.
She skewers you.
No, you don't get to escape. That's not how this works.
We're getting close to something. Can't you feel it? One last time.
You're right.
One last time. None of this is working. Think.
She skewers you. And then everything goes dark, and you die.
4.
Your Honor, don't lose your head. We're in a cabin, and we'll take it from here.
Everything feels like it finally fits, doesn't it? We're up here, which is different, and different is good. And our steel claw is already in our hand.
Oh, what if? Throw it out the window. Over my dead body.
That won't be very hard. We've died a lot.
Besides, what better way to die so very many times than at the sharp hands of a beautiful woman? I'm sure I can think of a better way to die.
Eh, they're all the same.
Alright, everyone shut up! You are all going on too much with this.
How about we stop thinking about horrible ways to die? I don't want us to accidentally manifest anything. The only thing we're gonna manifest is finally ending up on top. There are entirely too many of you. How many times have you been here?
This isn't good. This is...
How about you stick to describing things, and we'll stick to doing them? Yeah, leave it to the pros. We'll notch up that win in no time. Narrator, we heroically stride through the door and towards our destined final encounter with our star-crossed lover.
Final encounter?
Fine by me.
You walk to the door and onto the basement stairs, only... It's fine. I'll just shut up then and speed this whole thing along. Are you sure you don't want me to describe the stairs? Or this room, or anything? It feels like I'm hardly a part of this. Don't care. Just want to whip. Fine. You make your way to the basement, where the princess awaits you.
You know, this last time I killed you, and you didn't pop right back up again? I thought I'd actually done it. I thought I'd cut you into so many pieces you just weren't able to stitch yourself back together. But I guess we're not done. That's okay with me. It's good even. I like that. I got something ready for you while you were gone. Do you want to see it? I'm not going to wait for an answer. I'm just going to show you. It's worth it though. Just you wait. And not for very long.
Ah,
because
shit.
I'm going to do it right now.
It's her final form.
Are you going to say what she does? Do you want me to talk now? Well, yeah, she says she has something new. I want to hear about the new thing. Yeah, me too. I think I speak for all of us when I say that I would like to hear you describe her new thing. Really? Okay then.
Here we go. Now.
The prince twists, turning into red blooms of raw meat as it stretches and tears. And then it erupts.
What the hell?
A wave of blood and viscera, pieces of her splattering against the walls. All that remains in the center of the room is a skeleton of blades. The heart beats furiously in its cage of a chest.
Are you ready for what comes next?
Holy shit! She's gorgeous. Absolutely divine.
Bro! It is not that deep!
Yes, behold the perfect woman. Do you think we can throw her out the window? That looked painful. How is she still alive? Heart's still beating, that's all she needs. This is fake. This is all fake. That's all just made up. She doesn't even have a back anymore. How are we supposed to stab her in it?
This is all just a sick joke. I hate existing.
We're screwed. I quit. I'm done. Forget it. All right,
Shut up!
What happened? It's so quiet.
Something feels different about you. It almost makes me feel different. Like I should actually take this seriously for once.
You do not act, and yet through that inaction, your body moves on its own. The princess strikes you as you approach, but her blow finishes its arc, and you're already somewhere else.
You're incredible.
Your weapons clash again and again. You and her entering a rhythm of free thought, free of itself. There's only the dance, the ebb and flow, the shifting of the tides back and forth between you. The deeper you fall into your play, the faster your hearts pound, the faster the movements volley between you. The endless building in crescendo, then openings. Your blade strikes free. Violation strikes her too. Both strikes are lethal. Neither of you will survive. But neither of you fear what's to come. This is a good ending. You do not get to see each other die, nor will you ever. It's time for you to leave. Memory returns. What now? I'm decaying? No. What happened to her?
I am a growing chorus of contradiction. A mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again. All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
It doesn't matter how many times I go back. At least one of us hurts the other. Doesn't that change? Doesn't that change you?
It changes me, but it doesn't make me worse, nor does it make me care for you any less. Does it make you worse? Do you resent me?
I don't know how to feel about this.
You are what brings me meaning. Know that the pain of your journey will subside in due time. But you still have a ways to go before we are done.
The timeline. It keeps getting broken and more broken. What the hell am I doing wrong?
My perspectives are shadowed. You have seen what I have seen, just as I have seen what you have seen. The angles of my vantage do not offer me hidden truths, and my attention is turned inward, except when you are here with me. Perhaps this will change when our work is done.
I'm so tired of this. This endless loop. What do I do? I could kill myself, kill her, but that would probably just reset everything. Go back for a third or fifth time? I'm tired. I don't want to go back.
If you need time, then I will wait with you.
But there is no waiting forever. I have to find a way to break the time loop. I have to go back.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
Back to chapter 1. Well, God, I am so lightheaded after that. We're trying to break the timeline and free the timeline, I guess, and it just doesn't work. We'll try again next time, but I don't know. It feels so pointless. No matter what I do, it won't break. I can't free myself, her, the world, and all I can do is keep trying. We'll try this again next time. Remember to flip your pillows to the cold side, the best side. I'll catch you guys next time. And hopefully, next time I will be able to... I don't even know. Free the world, save the world. What does it even matter?